Cone Health Institute, and it is a pleasure and a treat because not only do we have the one and only Danielle Forsgren with us today from Avacyn, but we're doing this in person.
Yes, isn't that nice?
It's nice because we're so used to the world on virtually on Zoom, and
I'm over it.
Oh, you're over it.
Yeah.
But we are here live in the same room at CHI, and we're talking Avacyn. Now, if you don't know what Avacyn is, what rock have you been under? Listen, if you're on this summit and you're looking at what we're doing, you're obviously into health. And, one of the things we talk about is the future of healthcare being self-care. And this is one of the greatest self-care devices. Now, I've talked and interviewed so many people from Biohacking Summit 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, our doctors, the people that come here from all over the world. And one of the things that almost everybody has in their home now is this, because we have a lot of different devices here, a lot of different modalities, but not all of them are user-friendly, family-friendly, and something that the whole family can use and will use. And another thing, it's one of the things you can do while you should take a break and relax, but you can still be on your phone. You could be binge watching your favorite Netflix show. And so we have this at the Cone home on the couch, and we have strategically, we just kind of like pass it around, and so somebody uses it, they pass it to somebody else uses it, and it's like in the what we used to say it was in the wellness room, but now it's like we're multitasking. So It's one of the few things that you can do all that. So there's a lot going on here. You've been around for 17 years now, as we kid around, 17-year overnight success. Right?
Exactly.
20 patents now. I think you just got your 19th and 20 patent, which is, it's not easy to get one, but 20. And now a lot of people use it for microcirculation, for pain, discomfort, all these different things, but there's a lot of exciting things I hope you'll share with us about what you guys are doing. There are certain conditions that have no hope. And for the first time, they have hope with Avacyn, which you'll hear about, hopefully. Disclaimer. And we're super excited, though. So talk to us. Where did it come from? What do we have here? Where are we going?
So 17 and a half years ago, my husband, Tom Muehlbauer, he was working with some Stanford scientists, and they were doing thermoregulation. And what he found, they had a cooling device. Okay. So they actually invented it for their football team and their tennis team, because only Stanford can afford to do, millions of dollars for a football team, right? So if you actually watch a Stanford game, you'll see a bunch of weird looking devices on the sidelines, and that's their version. So Tom was working with them, and meanwhile, he was also doing his own work. I call him Dr. Google because he Googles everything. We could be eating, we could be anywhere, and he just has to know.
Right.
He's the guy that has to know. You've met him, you know how he is. All the time, the brain is going. So he Googled for my older sister who had 25 years of migraines. She had 20 to 25 a month. So she literally lived in a dark room, starving, on a lot of meds. So if we could just get her off of one migraine med, that would just be like amazing, right? So he said, can you reverse engineer and make me something that heats? And they're like, oh, Tom, don't be stupid. Everybody knows, quote unquote, oh, Tom, don't be stupid. Everybody knows migraines like cold. Well, guess what? They really don't. When you use ice or whatever, it's just a Band-Aid. It's like, I call it the cortisone of ice, because it just deadens it, but it doesn't help repair. So fast forward, they make us a device. We take it to her. She's on day 3 of a migraine. I've never seen my sister with a migraine. She looked ashen gray. She looked like The Walking Dead. She hadn't eaten in 3 days. She came out. Her husband was a cancer oncology radiologist. So we had a doctor in the house, basically, because we'd never done anything with this device. It was a prototype. So we stick our hand in. 10 minutes later, she goes from gray to pink. And we're like, oh, something just happened. Well, what do we think it is? I don't know. So we say, Gaynor, how do you feel? And she goes, well, I still have a little bit of a migraine, but I'm hungry, and I don't think I'm going to have to take my medication. Wow. So we're like, wow, what just happened? We did something with migraines. We still don't know. And we were so green. I mean, we didn't even know what the FDA was. No, we just didn't. We just thought we were going to go out and cure the world of migraines.
Sure.
Because in about a month and a half, that's exactly what happened. She had no more migraines.
Wow.
So, I mean, I'd come home from going to Costco and my whole house would be filled with people doing Avicen treatments. It was like I had the Danielle Institute, because the word got out. People would knock on our door and say, hey, we hear you have this thing. And so we're like, okay, we're doing something. We don't know. Fast forward, now we're not cleared for migraines and we have a special protocol for that. So we're currently cleared for aches, pain, strains, overall muscular relaxation, widespread pain for arthritis.
Mm-hmm.
And the muscular relaxation, I think, is the really big one because it puts you in the parasympathetic.
Yeah.
So it's like you literally put a mitt on, you put your hand in here, and it's like your body takes a big old breath and just goes, I've been waiting for this. And that's why people usually fall asleep the first time they use our device.
Right.
I've got great pictures of people conked out with their hand like this. Haven't used them, but I have them. I have a nice collection. So here we are 17 years later, and we are bringing out, this is brand new.
It's fancy.
It's way fancy. But have you met me? I kind of like gold.
Yeah.
So this was kind of my homage to a little bit of luxury with innovation. And this one is going to the Emirates. So it's going to Dubai, it's going to spas.
Yeah.
We're in a lot of spas now.
Okay.
And they don't really, this doesn't work with their aesthetic.
Yeah.
It's great for
clinical.
It's great for the office and the practitioners, but this is something that's more luxurious. So that's coming out in August.
Exciting.
And we're calling it the GXL. So, gold XL. Yeah.
Well, I think it's beautiful. It's great.
Thank you.
I mean, we use it on just about everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So just so people know, another thing we love about it is that it's not, we have a lot of great things here, but some of them have contraindications. We can't use it for this, can't use it for that. This person says this. This one's pretty great, right? Because people are going to ask the question, are there any contraindications?
No.
Who can't use it? Why can't they use it?
If you have blood, you can use it. So basically,
no vampires.
Yeah, no vampires.
Yeah.
But we've had over 30 million treatments and not one adverse event reported because it's basically a dry heat pad, a vacuum, and your body. That's it. Really
so
simple.
walk us through it. So people go, I went to the Cone Health Institute. I did the thing where you stick the hand in there and it heats up your hand and it squeezes your wrist and then I'm trying to make sure to keep it in the middle of the little thing.
Yeah.
And so it's almost like gamified and then I just feel relaxed and better, but I'm not sure what happened. What is happening?
Right. So you put a mitt on and you put your hand in the device. We can actually do it right now.
I'm doing it right now.
Put in a
my ring off and we take our jewelry off.
We take the jewelry off because we don't want you to slip this vacuum cup. And you have to, I say a naked hand and wrist, and pull the mitt out. So
I'll pull the mitt out.
Yeah.
I'm getting ahead of myself.
Getting so excited about the gold. I know, because it matches your nice logo.
Right there?
Yeah. The gold, yeah. Okay, in you go.
Okay.
Jump in.
Got it.
Okay. Then we just press the green button. And this goes up to basically 60 minutes. So it's, it's really nice. And then it's obnoxious one to tell you to take the rings off. And then you can put it on. So now it is weighing your hand. It's pressurizing. So we're creating the vacuum. And when we do that, so Tom found a way to do basically a body hack. He hates when I say it, but that is the truth.
Yeah.
It's a body hack. So he uses the AVAs, the arterial venous anastomoses. It's your body's radiators. You have them on your hands and your feet. He chose the hand because it's closer to the heart. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people that have circulatory issues like edema, neuropathy, there's no way that the gravity is going to pull that microcirculation up. So the interesting thing is that this will treat everything. It will treat your head to toe and even go through the blood-brain barrier. So we actually did a 1.5-year study with children on spectrum, and we got some really good results. We're still going through all that data because you can imagine it's a lot of data in a 1.5 years.
Yeah.
And it was very comprehensive. We took 12 families, and they did videos and diaries, and they used it every day for a year and a half. And we got incredible results because we were getting rid of some of the inflammation in the brain. So, of course, we're not cleared for that, but we can talk about it because that was one of our studies. So, put you on a dry heat pad. We distend the AVAs in about 8 to 10 minutes, depending upon your body's viscosity of the blood. We will thin out the blood by less than a degree because we are putting warm heat all the way through, and it's going all the way, it's going everywhere, head to toe. So then your hypothalamus kicks in and goes, "Ooh, this feels really good. I haven't felt like this since, boy, you were 20, right?" So then it's going to start giving more oxygen and nutrients. And when it does that, think of it. I'm not a medical doctor like you, so I use a lot of analogies for people. It's like you're a car going around a racetrack, right? So F1's really popular right now. So F1. So if you have terrible gas and you haven't been taking care of your car, it's just going to put along. Well, that's kind of what happens to 80% of us over the age of 40. We have compromised microcirculation. So that's why you need glasses on your 40th birthday, because you've got inflammation of the brain and everything else, neuropathy, whatever you're dealing with. So basically, we attack that, and we do it so elegantly, you really don't even know anything's happening. Of course, we want you to drink some good water so you don't herx. You don't want that. And we haven't really had many issues with that because Tom has found a way to do this very gently and elegantly. It's not something really invasive. It's totally non-invasive. So that circulation goes everywhere from your toes to your head. I mean, I remember about 6 years ago, I was standing next to a gentleman who had 3 years of a chronic migraine. And he was on so many pain meds. His wife was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm leaving, because he was just so angry all the time. So he was on 10 minutes, and all of a sudden he started crying. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, what just happened? You know, you go to that place of, oh my God, what happened? No, he said, you don't understand. I don't have a headache anymore. And he's never had one since. And it took 10 minutes just to clear that. I mean, but I have hundreds of those stories. I almost thought I would do like a chicken soup book of just these great stories. Because as you said, people are taking their health care into their own hands. Mm-hmm. Not everyone has a Cone Institute where they feel that they come and they feel safe. They go to a doctor. And, you know, we need doctors, we need the practitioners, we need the medicine. But sometimes a pill or a pain pill is not the answer. It's a really bad Band-Aid.
Yeah.
You know? So what are you doing that your body isn't liking? How do you reverse it? This is like, you got to do this twice a day. It's like brushing your teeth.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great self-care thing. And, you know, when you have it at home, you can use it. Same thing. It's like, you know, a lot of people come here from a lot of different places. And
right.
Schlepping here from all different places. Just yes. With their hand in this it's a challenge. So a lot of times they go, you know, how much is it? They find out that it's affordable, and they go, you know, can I just get one? And then we obviously.
And then we drop ship it.
Yeah, it's great.
It's fantastic. It is a game changer because I don't think we have, you know, not everyone can afford a salt room or a sauna or whatever else. You just can't. But this, I travel with this. It's in a carry bag and it goes on the plane. I don't get charged for it because it's a medical device.
Oh.
Yeah.
How's that work?
Awesome. It's FDA cleared.
Yeah.
They're like,
so then you don't, yeah, it's just okay.
They're like, what is it? I said, it's like a breathing machine. And they're like, okay, because everyone takes their CPAP, right?
Yeah.
And so I just kind of carry it on, and it's for free. Sometimes if I don't feel like carrying it on, I stick it in the middle of my suitcase and wrap it in a bubble wrap. And I've traveled all over the world with it because it's really good for when you have jet lag.
Yeah.
I mean, it literally lives in the bag, and I'll just put my hand in it. I'll fall asleep. I wake up in the middle of the night. I put my hand in it again. I'm back asleep. It is awesome.
Yeah, I don't know too many things that are just so simple.
Right.
To do something that's so important, which is microcirculation and increasing the ability to move oxygen around your body. I mean, when I first heard about it, when I first met you, somebody described it to me, and I'm like, that's awesome. Because, I mean, I remember going on tours of outside this country of different holistic cancer clinics, and and the concept of hyperthermia and
Yes.
how it was being used, which obviously heats the blood a little more than this.
Mhm.
But the evidence behind it for oncology care was tremendous. And so I'm like, yeah, what if we did a little bit of it for everybody consistently and made it simple for them to get it? What a great idea. And that's obviously you and I met. And then I saw that you were bringing this out at scale because, once it is a labor of love, as you know, to get a business
man.
like this. And,
The journey is amazing.
the moral and ethical responsibility
Yes.
that happens, and when you have something like this, and answering the calling is something that when you know, and I don't think God's going to let you out of it, kind of thing. And so, listen, I mean, it's been. We could probably do a documentary on these 17 years to date.
We could.
And I'm sure the next 17 years are going to be quite some ride too, as it is adopted more at a higher level, and
Right.
more things are documented that it's being used for. I mean, all the things it's being used for, but
I do.
not everyone's awakened to those. So
Yeah.
why don't we talk about that? I mean, I saw a video not that long ago, like a tear-jerking testimonial about a lovely young woman who had results that helped, let's say, for lack of a better word, better help her manage something that she thought she would have to live with in a very painful and a very unhappy state with sickle cell anemia. Now, I know I don't want to throw you under the bus or
No. We can
things.
talk about it because
it's a thing.
it is a thing. And and her name is Maya, and until I met her, I had no idea how horrific sickle cell is, and there's absolutely nothing for them. And because it's a lot of people, a lot of demographic, but not enough for someone to just like really go in there and do some amazing work and really try to figure it out. They just throw the Dilaudid, the pain pills, that they end up in the hospital so many days, like ridiculous. And so one of our affiliates was at a Sickle Cell Foundation event and met Maya's mother. And he said, well, can I bring the Avicen to the hospital? Because she was admitted, she was on a lot of pain meds. She had a pain of 8. And in one half-an-hour treatment, she went from an 8 to a 5. And then again from a 5 to a 3. And then a 3 to a 1. And we were blown away. Everyone was in tears because this girl for 10 years hasn't had a life. And she's young, she's in her 20s. So for the first time ever, this was last year, she got to have Thanksgiving, she got to have Christmas, she got to go to her church and do all the Christmas stuff that she never got to do. And it's just been life-changing. So we are forming relationships with different sickle cell foundations. And we're actually going through the FDA process right now to see with the amount of information that we've gathered. You don't have to be so careful, right? So with the amount of information we've gathered, that we can get an emergency authorization.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
And so Tom has literally been working on that day and night. He just finished that up. So
Man, I hope the information gets out to that community. You would think,
working on it.
You would think there's enough telethon money sitting around somewhere
You'd
being
think-
God knows spent on what.
But not only that, so because it's African American primarily, right?
Yes.
So, but there's a lot of retired football players that
Yes.
have all these foundations. I'm trying to find them
Yeah.
to see if we can do something that they can gift to these people, because the demographics is not great. They can't afford this device, but if we can find a way to gift one, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
So that's my next.
Let's segue that too. So professional athletes, specifically the post-concussive traumatic brain injury
Absolutely.
athletes and military, that you have been quite
Successful.
not just quite successful, but sought after by this community. I mean, it's a big deal. The suicide rate in both those communities, the opioids they're on, the pain they're in, the
Yeah.
delusions, the neurological damage. And something as simple as putting their hand in a device,
And sitting and watching TV.
sitting and watching TV.
That's what I do at night for an hour. I do at least 2 hours a day.
Or for you young kids, scrolling.
Scrolling. Well, I might be doing a little bit on TikTok in the morning. Might be doing
Just
that.
saying.
Just saying, I might be on TikTok a little bit.
There's some exciting stuff happening in these communities. How is this really interfacing with these communities?
Well, the really big deal for us, because my dad was in the Navy for 25 years. Tom was Army. His dad was Marine. We've always wanted to help our vets, especially with the suicide rate. They say it's 22 a day. It's more like 60 to 80.
Wow.
Yes, because they're not telling you the true numbers, right? If you know, you know. So we got our GSA code. So we work with B&B Health Services. And he is a disabled vet and also Native American. So he's he's been in business for 18 years. So we got to work with him, and we've been doing that for a year. And you'd think by now that I'd be dropping these everywhere to the military.
Right.
Nope.
Not with that red tape. No.
Oh my gosh, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating because we know we help them, and when we actually get them in the hands, it's like a trickle effect. We know what we're doing, and we're helping them, and they're having a life. So, I'm just hoping at some point it's a little bit easier than it has been.
Yeah, I mean, fortunately, at the end of the day, I believe that the marketplace determines, things being efficacious in the community. And I think that the fact that people use it, they like it, they get a result. It's not if it's when it's gonna happen.
No, and I kind of feel a shift going on right now. So I really think we're getting close.
So one of our other mutual friends, we have many because this is a small community, Patrick Porter, been a big fan of Avacen, big fan of the Biostacking Summit. And I believe you and I are at the moment of this taping going to Brain Camp.
We are.
Yes.
We're going to be so smart.
So tell us about some of these collaborations that you have. I mean, there's a lot of great people that are real fans of Avacen.
We are very blessed, and I call them my unicorn healers because you're all so spectacular. I mean, you're amazing, the things that you do and all the people that you have here, and you're all a bunch of unicorns. And because you are, I mean, they're very special, but there's a lot of synergy because we're a very small tribe, right? So this year, I'm concentrating less on doing shows where I stand for 3 and 4 days and fly all over the country and all over the world. I'm doing more collabs.
Yes.
So you mentioned Patrick Porter with BrainTap. He's been one of our dear friends and associates for a long time. He and his wife Cynthia actually do Avacen and BrainTap every morning, which is so cool. Your whole family, your sister, Dr. Fab Mancini. We have Brain IQ, Dr. Rick Anson. He's got some amazing gummies that he does. He does a brain one, he does a sleep one, he does NAD. He does a natural GLP-1. And see, the cool thing about the Avacen is it hyper drives, it supercharges every other modality. And also water, and also your fabulous supplements. It does all of that. So I like to do your Pixie Stick.
H2 Blast.
The H2 Blast. I call it the Pixie Stick. It's a reminder of the Pixie Stick. I do that with a good water and the Avacen, and wow. Yeah. It's like, boom. It's so
well, that's what biostacking is all about.
Hack and stack,
putting
baby.
These things together and they amplify because hydrogen is naturally increasing of microcirculation. It's naturally anti-inflammatory. Number one on the periodic table for a reason. It goes right inside your cells and right through your blood-brain barrier and your gut barrier. And these two things together create the synergy. So we do the same. We'll have people take an H2 Blast and the Avacen, and it seems to have what we would call next level results because we're always looking to how do we make it better, simpler, and give people back their time, energy, so that they can go with their life.
Yeah, and I love the fact that you did the H2O, the blast with not a pill. I'm so tired of taking a handful of pills.
Pill fatigue.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And if you have a thyroid condition, you really don't want to take a bunch of pills. You just don't.
Yeah. No, it's all about like what we do in co-nutrition. It's
right.
About What do we give somebody something where it can replace 5 other things that they think they need? So
And I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
that's great.
Yeah.
So the future of Avison, where are we going? How do people find out more about Avison? How do they get an Avison for them and their family members and people that they care about?
Well, Avison.com, and by the way, it stands for Advanced Vascular Circulation Enhancement. So that's what it means, and it's an acronym. So we always, it's always capitalized. And Tom is a stickler about that, and he will tell anybody in an email or to their face, it's supposed to be capitalized. So there you go. I did my job. Our future, we are working on a brand new project, but I can't wait to tell you about. That's coming out in probably for A4M in December,
Okay.
and it is going to blow people's minds.
Wow.
It's
We'll
literal.
be there.
I know, and you're going to probably know about it sooner rather than later, because I might have to drive one up and have you try it out for a couple of weeks. So it's really cool. And we're just going to keep on keeping on and try to get more people and more families using the Avison, because, my nephews grew up with it. They're now 25. One's going to architectural school. The other one is getting his master's and PhD in biology and working with cancer. So they're really smart kids, and they have literally grown up with this. And I think it makes a difference. And we have the most amazing Avison babies, because the mommy will use it during pregnancy, and these babies come out so smart and with hair like Smurfs, even if it's blonde. It is amazing.
So again, thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah.
So expectant moms,
Yes.
breastfeeding moms.
Yes.
Kids at what age? Because obviously
2-year-olds. Okay, so
Really?
yeah, so my great granddaughter slipped in a bathroom and cracked her head open. So she had a crazy hematoma. She's 2.5. And so they're like, oh, it's going to take 3 months for the brain to not swell, blah, 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 blah. We stuck her hand in the Avison. At 2.5, she's doing her own Avison now. And that hematoma went down in 2 weeks.
Did you say great granddaughter?
Yeah.
Well, I think a lot of people are looking now, boy, this Avison must keep you young, apparently.
Oh,
Yes.
would you like me to tell you that
I want to
story?
hear it.
Okay, let's go. So we had some ladies in Artesia, New Mexico that figured out if you do the Avison for 2 hours a day, not consecutively, so you break it up,
Yeah.
you literally will look like you've had a mini facelift in a week. And there you go.
There it is.
And you're welcome.
I think sales just doubled.
I do too. Every woman I know is looking for that, right?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I'm going to be 66 next month, and I don't feel like it, and I don't think I look like it. And Tom is going to be 80 next year, and he certainly doesn't act or look like it.
Yeah.
And it's because we do this without fail. It's like brushing your teeth.
Yeah.
You brush your teeth twice a day, you've got to do the Avison at least twice a day.
All right. You heard it right there.
That's
Danielle
right.
Forsgren, the one and only. So
Thanks,
thank you for being with us.
Thank you, and I love visiting in person.
Thank you. I feel great too.
Awesome.